Hey there folks, welcome to this video. I'm Cav, and today I tried out WRC 8 for the first time. It's a brand new game by Kylotonn and Big Ben, now out of the Epic Games store as opposed to Steam. And over the course of this video I'm going to be giving a bit of a review for it. This footage is from a stream I did earlier. You can check that out in the description below. I've played a lot of these WRC games before. I've played every single kind of one of these. Big Ben, Kylotonn, Milestone, Evolution Studios. So I like to think I'm quite well versed in this stuff, so I'm going to talk about some new stuff, some pros, some cons, and give an overall verdict as well. So let's start off by talking about the career mode. I actually quite like a lot of the stuff in the career mode, and a lot of the new additions, such as this kind of test mode and the calendar function. I also like a lot of the graphics updates we see in this game, and not just in terms of the cars. Excuse my silly driving here, I'll explain a bit behind that later on. But also like the bonus cars, such as the addition of something like the 037, as well as some of the new stages. So for example, this is the super special stage in Australia, which has been changed for the first time since, I believe, WRC 5. Most of them used the same old super special that was in the old location for Rally Australia. But now we've got the Rally super special stage. Not the Coffs Harbour one I personally had in mind, but it's still a super special that's up to date and used in the current event, which I thought was, well, pretty cool. On top of that, some of the new cars and new stages are quite good too. So this is Mad Salzburg C3 here. Despite some of the camera glitches that I'd have to work out at another point, I decided to map onto the bumper cam. But I especially like that bottom left-hand corner there, the new kind of user interface. And so there's also a bit of a nice little overhaul system. You've got this kind of manufacturer reputation chart here. An R&D chart here, which reminded me of the F1 games. It's a nice thing to see in the career overhaul, as well as the tutorial section. There's also a bit where you can choose your own lineup, and whilst it looked weird that you choose things with a much lower form, just for like saving a couple of dollars, I didn't really have much of a problem with it. You also get little kind of sponsorship objectives and so on in this upgraded career mode. However, there are some issues. First off, the objectives don't unlock properly. So I earned 20 grand there, however, I failed a short-term objective. Wait, what? How did I fail that? When I just earned, what, 30... I earned 20 grand, and it's like, oh, but yeah... What? There are also some glitches in the training section. So, for example, the only way out of that scenario is to press Y there. Oh. If you go into the menu and exit, look what happens. Is that a thing of the difficulty? What? Hang on, what? There was also this other issue in drive creation that I found quite laughable. Oh, that's a cock-up! Just so I can see... Yeah, listen to my full reaction here. Oh, that's not good. They saw it by nationality, but for United Kingdom is under B, so for Britain, and it immediately says English. Now that might feel like a bit of a detail where I'm very full on. And again, this is a glitch where I was not actually able to find a way to back out properly, hence the odd driving earlier. I found out you actually have to stop, then press Y. How am I supposed to end this thing now? Is it... No, because that's quit the stage. But there were all these kinds of little glitches and teething issues. Press Y? Not even just the fact that, you know, for someone which is called Kylotonn, who have a developer and publisher called Big Ben, the fact that English is misconstrued as British. But there are other kinds of issues that this game has. This is super weird. For example, a lot of the stages are still lifted out of previous WRC renditions like 5, 6 or 7. Some of those games are 4 years old. Could see these stages back again in the same way. For a developer that took a year out to try and overhaul the game, Some of the bits are nice, but these kinds of issues here, they're issues that can't really be overlooked. I don't understand how you can still have this kind of problem when you've taken a year out in the game. And this is a sad thing, because the game itself comes with a £40 price tag. £50 if you're getting the deluxe edition. But the developers taken a year out to import some new features, take some features out, and not exactly revamp a whole lot. The new career mode's nice, it is, and the tutorial was quite good and quite helpful. But the sponsor objectives glitch out. You've got this kind of problem here with all of these issues where the stages are just copy-pasted from previous games. And all that for the price of a full AAA title? And it's on the Epic Game Store as well, and that is a whole other heap of issues that I probably will talk about at another time if I want to. The WRC game is nice. It's nice. And Kylotonn have put in a solid effort. However, I can't with good conscience recommend that you pay full price for this game, and especially if you've bought a previous WRC, and especially a WRC Kylotonn entry, and even more so if you've bought WRC 7. Don't get WRC 8 at full price. Don't. It's not worth that. It's probably worth half of it if you've bought a game previously in the series. Because for a game which still has glitches that were in previous games, such as the car that's off in the middle of the stage actually still sets the fastest time at the end of the stage, or a driver that did a one-off event is entered into apparently all of the rounds of the championship. It's something that needs to be solved. And if the developer takes a year out, it's an issue you'd expect them to solve. I'd hope that Kylotonn would patch these issues. I do. But till then, I mean, I'm going to keep playing it because I've bought it. But they've been billing this as compared to Dirt, and it really isn't. Dirt has its own issues, it does. But while some of them are quite similar, repackaging old content, it's not to the same kind of issue as you have here. So it is nice, and if you've not bought a WRC game before, check it out. It's better to have than, say, WRC 7. But if you're a hardcore rally fan and you've owned a Kylotonn game before, that's in a Kylotonn WRC game, wait until it goes on offer. That's all I can say. So on that note, thank you for watching, and I hope that's been helpful. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.